Whatever that noise was. Disregard all that last part. All right, regular viewers, hello, we're back.
Yay!
And better than we were right before we started filming. Anyway, today we are going to make another soft plastic. A few weeks ago, a few videos ago, I guess it was, we made this here fancy frog lure out of a lint brush roller. I've actually had some pretty good success. We'll link the video in the description below.
It should pop up there.
It should pop up there. Yes, thank you.
Like magic.
So anyway, yeah, I'm not a frog lure fan, but this one has worked. I used a number 8 beast hook on it, and I was able to catch a fair number of bass with it. So I got to thinking about it with this front end on it here of this popper mouth. It had a nice pop, but every now and then it would kind of start acting like a jitterbug, right? So I wanted to see if I could make myself a soft plastic jitterbug. So I found a while ago floating in a lake a very old jitterbug, one that's unsalvageable. It's all rotted here, and I wanted to.
Yucky.
Thank you. I wanted to make this a little bit fancier, make a mold of it. I wanted to like maybe use a popsicle stick, and we'll draw a tail onto it, so it's like kind of like a longer fish with a flappier tail, and then we'll make a mold of that with
air dry clay.
Yes, thank you. With this air dry clay here, we'll expand the model of it with the air dry clay, make it look a little fancier, and then make a mold out of
Plaster of Paris.
Plaster of Paris. Yes.
I wish it was our sponsor every day.
Well, maybe someday when we grow up.
Yay.
So we're going to play with this a little bit, do some experiments with popsicle sticks, various shapes and sizes.
Air dry clay.
To make the
air dry clay.
To make the mold of this, or to make the model of this that we can make the mold of. So this is going to act like the under skeleton of the creature that we're building here, so that the clay has something to grab onto. So let's get creative and let's get busy. Alright, so this is our creation so far. Maybe some of my more astute regular viewers will see that we've sort of made a shark type body on this jitterbug, and yes, that's goofy and silly, but it would have a nice flappy tail, which is what we want because this will be really thin. And we had to make a support system here because, again, this isn't going to be metal like it is on a real jitterbug. It's just going to be the soft plastic. So, but this fin, aside from looking like a shark's fin, is going to act as a weed guard here, and hopefully we will see that once the finished product. And these fins on the side are just to keep it shark-like, and it was fun. So, and if it's not fun, what's the point, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to have to let this dry for several days, and then we can get to making our mold. So that's what we got so far, our shark-shaped jitterbug lure. Okay, regular viewers, we're back with a new clean rag, by the way. Don't worry, I found that on the side of the road, so I didn't pay for it. Okay, we have our mold box, because this step right here, we are going to make a mold of our shark hammerhead type topwater. Anyway, it's had several dips in the polyurethane, and it's all slickery and coated with it, so it should release quite well from the plaster of Paris once that's in the mold. And this is going to be an awkward shape because it kind of goes in and out the bottom there, that curve there. So I'm hoping once I get it in the mold, it will be able to release without damaging it here. So this is kind of a rough little area because all that metal was all oxidized and just falling apart. But anyway, you can see the cracks in the air dry clay. I knew that was going to do that, but that's why I got the polyurethane going on it pretty quick before it had fully dried, so that way we didn't lose any pieces of it. But that encapsulated it pretty well. So yeah, it looks fragile and gnarly and nasty and all that stuff, but that's mostly because it is. So no, I'm just kidding. The polyurethane smoothed it out, self-leveled pretty nice, so that'll work out good. But like I said, we prepped our mold box already. We've got it coated and smothered in petroleum jelly, and I've got my little cofferdam here because I don't need the whole box, just about that much of the box, so that'll work out. So now, the star of the show, you know him, you love him, Plaster of Paris. Round of applause, everybody. Thank you, thank you. That's right, Plaster of Paris, quick, dirty, and cheap molds. This is the best stuff for it. So let's get going here. We're gonna need about that much water. Precise measurements. It's the precision that everybody appreciates the most. Place in that pre-made modular sprue, like so. All right, I did give our shark a light smattering of of petroleum jelly, just to make sure that the plaster of Paris didn't stick to it at all. So that looks pretty good. Let's get this cleaned off. Okay. All right, that looks better. Just leave it alone, regular guy. Almost forgot to put in the most important ingredient, which is locators. Boy, that would have been terrible. Get that far and then forget the locators. Okay, we'll let it set up. We'll be back for part 2. Okay, our mold has set up here. We'll take our friend All. Everybody say hi, All.
Hi, all.
And we're going to take out our locators. Pop right out, make a nice impression for the other half of the mold. And then we're going to coat petroleum jelly on this side as well so that we don't make a brick. And if you've never made a plaster mold before, this petroleum jelly will leave impressions on the plaster. So if you truly care about the skin of your creation, as it were, then you have to be very judicious of how you do this because you're going to leave lines there. But the bass won't notice, and neither will I, so I'm not too terribly concerned about it. Trying to make sure there's not too much down in there so we still have that cup shape where we need it. And back to the star of the show, DAP Plaster of Paris. You know him, you love him. The supply of plaster is running low. I'm gonna have to go get some more. I see another 25-pound bag in my future. All right. Magnet. Regular guy. Jeez. That came out super nice. Dang. Thank you, Lord. Holy smokes. Let's see if this side can come out just as easily. Okay. Well, we had a little bit of tragedy there. That fin broke off. But I think we can retrieve it with a little bit of patience. Okay. It started to come out. There we go. We got it. That is not a bad looking mold. We got a couple little bubbles right there in the tail, but I don't care because the rest of it looks so nice. I was really concerned that wasn't going to come out because of this shape right here. But so we lost a little bit of our mold master, but we can probably glue that back together like that at a later date and time. Not worried about that at all. Let's get this sprue out. Beautiful. That came out very nice as well. Now we will just let this dry some more before we shoot it, but boy, that is a great looking mold right there. That came out, man, I couldn't have asked for better results. Wow, just needs a little bit of cleanup around the sprue hole like usual, and we'll be ready to go. I'm excited about this one, guys. Okay, regular viewers, our mold is done. As I clean off this table here for you with my new rag. Okay, let me get my mold, and there that is. So we dried it for a while on the griddle, which is over there. Just take my word for it. And while we're heating up our plastic, which is a remelt mix of garbage, mostly just random things that I found laying at the boat ramp, I'll put up there. So we just want to see if this is going to work before we try to get fancy with it. So we'll get that going in the microwave. And while we do that, we are going to clean this mold out a little bit of the little imperfections and the things that it needs to be injected. All right, and so for that, I mostly just use a small flathead screwdriver. So we're just going to scrape around this edge here. Scrape around this edge here. Fortunately, there's a bubble right there, which is not going to help with our sealage. Love plaster. Look at that. Just enough to, it's just soft enough that you can manipulate it with something like this. So there we go. We're gonna have a nice seal now. Okay, so now we need to make a bit of an opening for the plastic to get into the lure. Just carve that out gently right there. That may be enough. Let's look down the barrel, which you should never do in real life. Okay, good. I don't know if you can see that, but we get a straight shot right down in there, plenty big enough. So, all right. And it doesn't look like there's anything here that's going to hinder us from this thing from working. I did kind of want to give this tail a little hook on it here, but not terribly necessary for the process. But I'm going to have my regular assistant start applying. Oh, that's not going to help us, does it? Petroleum jelly to this mold. Again, if we like it the way it is, we will apply a nice coating of what?
Polyurethane.
Okay, but until that date and time, we're just going to use this for now, just as a nice mold release while we're still in the working it out process. Well ventilated area for this stuff. We get our fans going all over the place, right?
Yes, sir.
That is a garbage color, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I know why you use those covers all the time to test now.
Why is that?
Because if we prettied it up on the first test and if it didn't work, you'd just be wasting plastic.
There you go. Remember, you're not smearing it in, you're brushing it on.
Whoa, that is a big glob.
Well, this one has a lot of nooks and or crannies that we want to fill with it. But you also want to get around the edges too until we determine if there's going to be a lot of flashing or not. Because remember, this stuff is very porous, which means that plastic, when injected especially, is going to get shot into those little pores and it will not want to let go. Do some right around the lip here. Can you get our gloves? We should be wearing our, they're on the bench down there. The tool bench down there, the stool rather. The tool stool. The cool tool stool. Which we forgot to put our tools away after the oil change today, didn't we? Because if you take care of your tools...
They'll take care of you.
Okay, but we didn't take care of them this time, I guess, that well, huh?
Oh well.
Oh well? Oh well? What, like deep subject, oh well? What do you mean?
I did not get any.
You know, the regular grandpa used to say that to me all the time. Oh well, deep subject. And I didn't understand it for years and years and years until I was in the well business. I'll let you think about that for a bit. That's like the first, what you would call dad joke that I can remember. Good smattering on there, huh? Okay. Please get me one of the big black and red clamps.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll put on the marginally safety gloves.
These ones?
With a bigger one.
Oh.
I don't think that's big enough. Okay. That is an ugly color, huh?
Ugly.
Oogly. Oogly. Let's make it just a little nicer.
A little bit of powder.
A little bit of a shark color. Ooh, that's a lot of it.
Ooh, there we go. That's perfect.
That's a more usable color there, huh? Don't you think?
Yes.
I don't know if it's really shark-esque, but it's enough for what we're trying to do. All right, let's open this dog up. That's right, I said it. I don't care. I said it.
Well, I don't care either.
Well, there you go.
I guess none of us care.
One shark. Jitterbuggy looking thing.
Nice jitterbug.
Wow, it came right out too. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Pretty snazzy. I just got to cut this off his snoot here. If I was a professional, I would have had my scissors at the ready. Ta-da!
Woo,
Jitterbug
nice.
shark. So it pulled in just a little bit on either side of his little jitterbuggy head, but I think that's okay. All right, let's shoot it again. But that came out perfect. That's what I wanted. A flappy tail. See ya? Flappy, 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 flappy.
Flap, flap, flap.
All right. Okay, let's heat this up again and shoot it one more time.
And I'll put this away.
All right, you get scrubbing.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to do the same process. He's going to fill that. We're going to shoot it again. We'll let you know what we get. Okay, let's see how round 2 came out. What a great working mold. Look at that. No flashing at all. Perfect. This one's still a little hot though. We're going to leave it in there just to let it cool a little more. It's very liquidy in there, so we'll just let it cool. But that came out great. Very happy with how this mold's working. Wow.
That was something.
First cast on the hammerhead shark weedless crawling lure. Look at that. It's not a lunker, but that is unbelievable. Outstanding. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. So here's our jitterbug, hammerhead, weedless. I don't quite have the name down yet, but anyway, this is the lure right here. It's already performed pretty well. We caught a bass on the first cast. You've probably already seen that. So let me show you what it does here. Crawls right over those weeds. That flappy tail flaps around just like we wanted it to. The shark fin is working nicely as a weed guard. It doesn't crawl quite as much as I would want it to, but it does come right up and throws a nice wake. See that tail going through the water there? Right up to the top. Give it a nice pop if you want. Walk the dog with it. Still comes right through those weeds. I think we still need to work on the tie-on point and making it do the jitterbug deal. Crawl a little bit better. But I think it's a heck of a good prototype. I think it's a good starting off point for sure.
Oh, yeah, yep, you got him.
You saw that?
Yep,
He hit it.
he hit it, and there he goes. Right into the weeds.
Little clear dip action using the Duran method, suggested by one of my really early subscribers. And haven't heard from him in a while. Hope he's doing well. But thank you for the suggestion. It was great. Okay, regular viewers, we have reached the end of this week's journey. I know, sighs of relief all across the land. But let me show you these pups. That's right, I didn't say dogs, I said pups, because baby sharks are called pups. So here's our weedless hammerhead, jitterbug-ish style lure. I don't know. I still don't know what to call it. But anyway, we took some and painted them up. I tried to put some teeth in there, but it just kind of looks like I don't know what it looks like. But it was fun. It was fun anyway. This is totally for the fishermen, not for the fish situation here. But I think these lures came out great. The action on them is almost exactly what I want. You can see it's starting to get the jitterbug action going. So I think we need to continue this project here. I think it has a lot of potential. These will catch fish. It already caught a fish. So there that is. They're nice and heavy right in the front there. So they cast like a bullet, which is great. And they come right up because of that mouth, the big gaping open mouth. The little flappy tail flapped just perfectly, just the way that we wanted it to. So that worked great. And the shark's fin up top did act as a weed guard, which helped as well. So, but I think this will merit further design. I may end up, like I said, cutting these side fins off. That may help it, give it a little more ability to do like a jitterbug looking thing like that, whatever that noise was. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's little journey here. I think these came out tremendous. I didn't show you the whole painting process, but we just brushed them down with mica powder. This was just paint I swiped from my kids, a little brush and then a little toothpick to make the teeth on them. Like I said, this one's got me excited. We're going to work on this one more. I hope to show you more about it. If you do enjoy it, or you enjoyed being, yelling at the screen about it, whatever, feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have the support and comment and like and all that jazz, right? But anyway, thank you so much, guys, and you stay regular.
Don't forget.
Hey, what are you kids doing?
You stay regular.